Okay, so I'm going to show you three really simple sauces or dips for oysters. There are three of my favorites. One is the basic mignonette, one is an Asian flavor, and one is like a little bit of tomato, dill, basil if you want. We'll start with the mignonette. And I've got three bowls just to make them all in. So you're supposed to use shallots. Again, I keep it real. I use what I have in the fridge. I had red onion and white onion. Red onion's a little bit sweeter. Shallots are a combination, like supposed to say between onion and garlic, but I like the combination of the red onions instead. So fine dice is what you've done, okay? And again, I just used a quarter of the onion because you don't want it to overpower the oysters. And then chives. So again, I've just fine diced the chives. And then it's with red wine vinegar. So really simple. We're gonna fill it up so that the onions and chives aren't too much. And then I'm gonna add a little fresh cracked pepper. And that is our first one done. So we'll put that one aside. Then for our next one, I'm going to do the Asian flavor. So I have some green onion, again, because it's what I had in the fridge. And I only had a couple pieces, so I need to use it up. And then we're going to do some fresh squeezed lemon. Don't want the seeds in. Okay. And I'm going to use a whole lemon because it's kind of giving it that citrus flavor is a big part of this one. And it's always great with oysters. Okay, and then soy sauce. And I've got the light soy sauce, so not too salty. And then sesame oil, which is very strong, so you don't need to use a lot. Just a few drops. And I don't have fresh lime, but I still want the lime flavor, so I'm cheating with this one. Don't get mad. And we're gonna give that a little stir. And I may add red wine vinegar to it. I'm gonna give it a little. I'm gonna add a touch of red wine vinegar, just to give it a little more acidity. And then I have some sesame seeds that I've toasted. So white sesame seeds, black sesame seeds, no sesame seeds if you don't have them. Again, that one looks great. And again, on the oysters, you don't want to use too much of it, but it's just going to give it a really nice fresh flavor. And then the last one is with diced tomatoes, but I've actually de-seeded the tomatoes, okay? So I've quartered it, and then I just cut out the seeds, and then I dice that, again a very fine dice. And then I'm going to use some fresh dill. You could use basil, but I had dill, and I love dill. It's such a great herb. And so then again, I'm just going to do a nice dice. And then the little extra I'm doing, and this is because it's my friend Lorenzo's birthday, and we're celebrating tonight with some oysters and a fantastic dinner party. Truffles. So we love truffles. I've got a little bit of piece that I had here in brine. I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for next, but this is what I'm going to use it for. Okay. Beautiful. Get that in there. And again, this one is not going to be so thick or liquidy. So a touch of red wine and a touch of olive oil. And the last is salt and pepper. Okay, there we go. Again, so see that? Tomatoes, I've got the truffles, the dill, olive oil, red wine vinegar. You just want to get the flavors absorbed there. You want to let the truffles sit in that for a while before you put it onto the oysters. So guys, really simple. Let's see how quick. 3 sauces, tomatoes, dill, truffles, Asian sauce with the soy, some sesame seeds, green onions, and then we've got our mignonette, which is your red wine. It's supposed to be shallots. We use red onions, chives, and some fresh pepper. So try those on oysters. I promise you will love them, and you don't have to put a lot on. And if you want to add heat to any of these, because you're a fan of heat, you can. If not, with the oysters, I'll always have some hot sauce on the side. So this is a homemade hot sauce that a friend made for me, and it's fantastic. It's a lot of heat, so you just put a drop or two and have a great time enjoying your oysters.